With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there.
Check, check. Lucky. 11. Tighten up. Check 15.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Burrow on play action. And this one too low.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On third down, Henry. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And the Niners will take over possession here up at the 44. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Wilson to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They begin with Henry. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Burrow. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
A first down carry for Henry. And he's got some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go. Hey, Can. 11, Thomas. Check the backer. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. SOS. 11. SOS. Alert flare. Kill.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
1st and goal from the 3.
Gotta go.
Henry will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 35. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Harold Carmichael, a 20-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have cut the lead back down to 2. Wilson going to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it again with Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Flush to his right. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 12, 12, 12.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Share.
11, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Down to the 42, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Gronk, the tight end, in motion.
11, 11, 11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Letting one go deep here for Gronk.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's got him again, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one goes for 36 yards. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On second down, it's done. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Niners have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
11.
Inside handoff, Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now it's Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by James Bradbury. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
25 yards that time. From midfield now, Burrow. And again, he'll find Gronkowski complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Henry up the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Burrow on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. George Kittle, 29 yards. And the Bills are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Wilson.
Looking for Gronkowski. Out route, he's got him. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go.
Done.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
They go play action with Wilson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Play action. It's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to roll now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 127 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man left side is Gronkowski. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. 2nd and 6. Again to Henry. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Burrow. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. In motion, Hill. Burrow. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff to Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up. But I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right. Just one more element to complete the victory. Don't get the conversion. It's incomplete. They could have had the lead with a simple PAT. Instead, we are tied here toward the end of the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the 49ers who will get the football first with a chance to win it here in overtime. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Henry running right. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Again, it's Henry. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Henry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Now it's Henry. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Come on, ready? 11, MT, take. 11, MT, take.
First throw in overtime now for Burrow.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down.
1 overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment.
So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
This is Henry. Javon Hargrave there on the stop. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
Here we go. Right 80. Right side.
Just make these babies cry all the way back home.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd down, here's Henry. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Henry, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score in OT.
team finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime, just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all, and then to get there and finish it what I would call an old-school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there. They ran it in. And again, just a great, great game that we bore witness to. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. First throw in overtime now for Wilson. Pass complete to Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Good job over there, baby. I see y'all. Good job over there, baby.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets that big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
They'll try and throw for it. Rolling to his right. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5.